do. All right. Sometimes it's just not what you expect. So, out of the cameras that I do still have working, and all I tried to do was, what did we try to do right there? We tried to show the repair. It would have been that screen with the cam link front. No. It would have been that one. So, that's the cam link front. I gotta see what sources are here. We have the black screen. Let's make it show up. It's there. It's unlocked. We can move it. We have the cam link. I don't think we need that one. I think it's honestly this one. Let's get the options up. Custom. You know what? We'll capture the audio and then hit done. Reopen it. Deactivate. Activate. So that one brings up the camera. That one brings up the PS4. Let's activate it again. I think I had trouble doing this before, that it would not take the PS4 input. So here's the way we're going to do that. We're going to do the janky, hacky. That actually does work. So I know we got a camera arm in the way. But yes. So it's not on screen. I don't know why. It was on the whole time. For some reason. These capture cards just do not like some HDMI devices. And why? Why oh why when I hit the source did it kill the stream? I have no idea. Anyhow, let's jump back into one other thing. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this guy's PS4. If you're out there, or you come back and catch the second part. It's done. It's ready. Oh, and we froze up. We froze up. Okay, it is done. It's shut off. We're getting it unplugged and wrapped up. I have one other thing I want to look at for tonight. This is last minute, but necessary. So let's wrap up our couple cords. I don't know why my HDMI source died. It shouldn't have did that, but it did. So now I got to download these and put 2 streams into one. Even though it says that the health is good, let's refresh it. Are we actually there? Yes, yes, see? It says we're there. so much for saying you're there. If you're really there, well then, what an ending though. What an ending it was. What appeared to be the ending of the stream. I power on the PS4, activate the HDMI source, and it just kills the whole feed. Rightly so, I could split these into 2 videos. Alright. One done. We're going to keep this well out of the way as to not have it confused with something else. Let's take a moment and clean up our tools. Are we zoomed out? Yes, we are. Put the Torx away. The Skinny Phillips away. I don't think we need any alcohol. So, the next contender, the next body, hitting the bench. The next one to hit the slab. How many people know the old trick when you have some dead batteries and you have a fireplace or like a wood burner and you got like a shelf or the mantle for the fireplace and it's warm, you'd take and thread them dead batteries up there and warm them up a little to try and get a little more life out of them. Not really like charging them up, and I don't think it ever really worked, but I think Mom or Dad just kind of swapped out them dead batteries with new ones that were the same brand to make you think that it revived them, or maybe it really did work. I don't know. I was 5 or 6 the last time I saw that myth in action. Maybe 7 or 8, I don't know. I didn't keep too much track of it. The point being, we had a radiator startup laptop. Just had to let you process that for a minute. We had to start this laptop up by putting it on a radiator. That would get it going. Get it nice and warm, have your heat turned up between 90 and 100. Get it all warmed up and this thing would fire up beautifully. But then it quit doing everything. I've never heard of it, but okay. And seeing that this is, that's a Windows 8 sticker. A Windows 8 machine, you think, if a Windows 8 machine had come out that was like very hot radiator start, like hot water radiator, baseboard radiator, whatever, you set it on there to get it warmed up and it starts up. You think if that was a thing when Windows 8 came out, a lot of people would know about it. Or maybe not, you know? But that was allegedly the only thing that would get it going. So, let's see what it does and what it don't do. Being put on a hot radiator, I don't expect much. First things first, let's take this make this simple. We have it plugged in. We're going to get our multimeter and check that plug. $20 volts. We're getting a solid 1909, 19.1, 100% good. So, it wasn't that. Let's check some power and look for, hold on a minute now. And that was just the way it plugged in. Okay. When we plug in, we get a charge light on the front. I don't expect a lot. If you move the cord, our charge light stays on, so we don't have a dead spot at the end of the cord. Let's hit power. Okay, so we get a blue light. We have the light that means the power is on, and it shuts itself back off. When you do turn it on, the fan spins up, it clicks and shuts off. Let's pull the battery out. Not that that should have much to do with it. We're not going to get our charge light, but we will get our power. Okay, so far so good. It has stayed on with the power cord longer than, oh, and it shut itself off again. Okay, so let's turn it on. Fan spins up. Hard drive clicks and it powers down. Adjust that a little. Put it back to normal for now. We're going to get in here and take the hard drive out and see if the hard drive will actually mount. (2009) 20197. Okay. Somebody was definitely inside here. Hold on, let's look at this. No, one screw's there. And the one to hold the hard drive in is missing. And is the tab here? Okay, the tab is here to lift out the hard drive. So. Wow. Wow. Very strange cage for this computer. It only takes 2 screws. There it goes. It kind of snaps in. Let's see what the verdict is. We're going to test it on the All-in-Wonder. You know what? Why? Why use a cable when you got a toaster? The problem with this drive, scan the drive now to fix from being turned on and off so many times. Let's scan and fix. Scan and repair. So D and E, close. Local disk E, system reserved D. It scanned and turned on almost instantly, so we have a problem in here. The RAM clipped in, it is. we're going to check the left stick. Can we get to some type of screen? And it shuts back off. We're going to test this stick in the same slot, and then rotate the left one into the right slot, right one to the right. Alright, shut itself off. I don't have super high hopes for this computer. Like I said, and not joking, it was literally put on a hot radiator to get it to start up. So, we're going to see what's left of it. That was pretty quick off. I don't know if I already did that when I lost count. Okay, and right back off. So, where do we go next? Let's check if both sticks are dead. PC3L, so DDR3, low voltage. We should have some of that somewhere. Certainly, right here we have 2 gigabytes of brand new Crucial DDR3 PC3L low voltage. And back off. Gonna say not the RAM. Let's get our light on and continue the teardown. Which one? This one or this one? This one. Let's try it. It's a flat one. We'll keep track of that. There. This thing reminds me a lot of an Acer 14-inch V5 571 that I had. Mine was a lot thinner. Also Windows 8 computer. And the same brand, but definitely a lot thinner than this one. It probably had an ultralight mobile processor in compared to i5 dual core. If this is a motherboard problem, I don't think it's anything we're going to be able to fix tonight. We did just take the optical drive out. Before we crack it open, we're going to test. And I don't think this is it by any means. But we're going to see if this thing will stay on now with the optical drive out and one stick of RAM. I doubt it. Not hopeful. Like I said, yeah, this thing was put on heat. A new motherboard will most likely be the fix if we have some obvious burnt component damage. I don't know how plentiful these things are. And the keyboard does not come out, it's going to come apart. At what seam? The top or the middle? Let's try the middle. Do have a few ribbon cables. As soon as you open it up, you're going to have your power button, trackpad, keyboard is not a latch, it is a slide. What else? And the battery's even soldered on. So we're not going to pop that battery out easily. That's in there. Let's pull the Wi-Fi card and try to power it on again. And we can actually Frankenstein this together a bit. Keep the Wi-Fi card and screw it over here. What do we need? Where is it? In there? Alright. We're going to throw one stick of RAM in. Set our computer here. We're going to plug in power. Grab a punch and test some pins where the power button plugged in, which was here, and see if we can't have two pins side by side turn it on. And it's not two side by side, so we're not even going to go the tweezers route. What? We have the power light. Right back off. Now that's right, somebody else was inside this. This did go somewhere else. I remember hearing about it now. You can see the dimple where they wound the screw that was way too long up through, and hit on the home theater part right there. Now, is it a bad keyboard? That's why I wanted to go without the switch. The keyboard wasn't plugged in. Our power button was, so I guess not the keyboard. Let's try with tweezers to turn this thing on. With the whole top deck off, all we need is to connect the 2 points briefly. No power. No power. No power. Well, you really don't want to turn on, do you? We already did that part, never mind. All right, let's take a further look at the motherboard, which is going to require further teardown. USB, let's eliminate the speaker. More than likely, this is something we're not going to get into tonight with will it stay on with the display unplugged? So we have what, a display? What's in this area? Display and the webcam coming down. We have tape here for the webcam. Yes. That looks a little gross. That could be from the tape. Let's unplug the webcam. We're going to see if it will turn on and stay on without the display and the webcam. And if one, it stays on, we'll go one further and check each one individually. We've got power. And back off. What do we say? How far did it take? Would a bad battery cause it? The fan is not bad. It's definitely spinning. We literally have everything disconnected except for the fan, the Wi-Fi antennas, and the DC jack. And this funny battery extension that runs back. Is that just unclip? Or is that a solid pin? Wow. I hope that clips and isn't like... Oh, it's screwed together. Okay. Yeah, it does unclip. Alright, let's investigate a little further, see if we can find any signs of anything obvious. Not that there's really anything left at this point. That's loose. We need to get this extension for the battery loose as well. Plug our DC jack. The fan. What else is there? We actually got onto the fan. Fair enough. You know what? Before I go any further, let's unplug and check. Did I pull that RAM? No, I didn't. That's not our problem, but could have been. So we did have room on this board for a big socket to put your bigger battery like you find in most laptops and desktop computers. Now, what can we do beyond this point to check? There's literally no... What? Okay, there's literally no circuitry on our battery board unless something shorted out internally where it's transferring the power up. This is something that would go under the microscope. We're going to see if we can see any obvious... Hello, what are you? Some kind of gunk on that MOSFET right there. Where does our power? Right by where our power comes into. Anyhow, let's look up the cost of a new board. We're going to see, is it really viable to do diagnosis on this board, or can we get a new board for cheap enough that prohibits that? Maybe there's a lot of money in these, but Apple computers cost substantially more than PC computers do. That's why people exist that do component level repair on that. There are people that do component level repair on PC, but they are fewer and further in between. Look up the cost of a new board. We need to find a Super I/O chip as well, but the on back off is probably going to be a short. I don't think a dead battery would cause that. We could pull that battery off of the motherboard. Thermal paste. This thing has a blob of thermal paste from hell underneath it, underneath the heatsink. It is smashing out from every side. B5WE2. So let's look it up. Go to our LCD. Is that our LCD? And we want a V5WE2-LA-9532P. We're going to backspace. AliExpress, eBay. That's the same board, $159.99 plus $4.33 shipping. And I'm going to take my chances. $140. They still want a good amount of money for these boards. 2 sold, 1 available. Board 116. LA9532P, revision 1A. That is the same board that's minus the heatsink, and you do not get the courtesy of the battery extension on it. Everything else appears to be the same. I'm just quickly going over it. ENE Super I/O chip, headphone jack, USB 3, HDMI, RJ45, monitor, and then would be your heatsink going up that side. So $116.98. So if we can fix this, we can sell it for that. Alright, well, I did not think it was going to be something fixable after I heard the tales of it being cooked on a radiator. What would heat, what would extended heat do to it? I don't know. But I don't think putting it on a radiator would get it to fire up, although possibly. Dead CPU, because the graphics would be built into the CPU on this, right? Yes, it's an Intel, so yeah, that's where it is. I don't have a camera to hook up to the microscope yet. Someday we will, so just not today. I think we can safely call it there. Don't cook your computers on radiators and stoves and sources of heat. There's two main things that will kill a computer. Okay, that's going to be heat and dust. Both bitter enemies of every computer and electronics device out there. Heat and dust. They don't like them. Even if you seem to think that the heat trick is what got it going. Let's check I don't know if we'll get an accurate voltage of the battery. Let's go ahead and check it quick to see. We have a plus and a minus. It's 2.89 volts, a little low. Should be what, 3.1 I think is what those are. Alright, I'm going to take a few moments and look at this under the microscope, but sadly we're ending the stream there. Thanks for hanging out watching. We got a PS4 back together. I'm also going to hop onto another PS4 quick as well. We're backlogged. We have devices everywhere. Thus the reason for After Hours. I've already was here today. We've just been super backlogged, and it is sick flu season, so it's been a past couple days of fun. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. If this is your thing and you do this, enjoy it. Share it, get it out there, share this, like this, help get it out there. We didn't do any great solutions. We reassembled a PS4 Slim CUH 2015A. What is this? An Aspire. I even forget now. The V5 Z5WV2. We saw how to tear one of those down, and we know we got a motherboard problem taking it off camera to the microscope. Only until we get a camera, then we'll try and do it on camera. We're going to look for any sources of problems that we can't see directly with our eyes. Look for shorts, bad components, anything like that. Try and do some fault finding, and hopefully revive this dead computer for this gentleman. Anyhow, have a good evening, a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Certainly it has to be one of those. And we'll be back tomorrow with some fun. Not many people will see this, but check the Facebook page for and add maybe the thumbnail for this. We're going to show a couple different ways how to upgrade from 7 or 8. Mainly 7 because it just went end of life, yesterday? Today? Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, 14th, 15th, I forget when Windows 7 went end of life. We're going to show step by step how to upgrade for free from 7 to 10. And if you want to keep your data, there's a couple ways to do it. There's one quick way if you don't care about your data. If you have your data backed up, it's still the same quick way. If you want to keep all your data and programs installed, there's a few steps you would do ahead of time to help ensure the smoothness of the upgrade. We're going to go over that live. Going to get in here early, get the live stream rolling, try and get it all done in one day, even though I work at my other job at night. So, yes, have a good one. Thank you. Like, share, get it out there. See you then. I forget how to end the stream. How the hell do you end the stream? When you don't press the buttons, you don't know. You just don't know.